What's up YouTube, this is GalacticGod and I'm coming at you today with just a real quick video. First off, I want to give a big shout out to CyberKnight8610. He's got an awesome contest going on over on his channel. I'm going to have a link to it in the description bar below, as well as in an annotation somewhere on the screen. If you guys could go check it out, I'm sure he'd most appreciate it. With that said, I'd like to get on to what I'd like to talk about today, and that is the Los Angeles Regionals. I'm going to be attending the event on October 27th, later on this month, and actually really just a little bit over a week now, almost 2 weeks really. And I've been kind of narrowing down my choices of which deck I want to take, and I kind of want to go over what I've kind of come up with. I've been playtesting all these decks quite a bit, and I think it's time to really narrow it down to what I'm going to take. So first off, I have Synchrons. This of course is not a tier 1 deck, but I still think Synchrons can really hold their own. I play them a lot in real life and a lot on DN, so I know the deck quite well. Getting Quasar out is pretty boss and pretty hard for your opponent to get around once he's finally out. I don't know, what do you guys think about Synchrons? Do you think that the surprise factor and the fact that it's not quite tier 1, so there's not really too much side decking for something like this is really gonna be able to give it kind of an edge? Or do you think the fact that so many people are now main decking Thunder Kings and Maxis and stuff that it's going to kind of put a halt to this deck? That was kind of my biggest fear, and probably the main reason why I've kind of decided to branch off from Synchrons. Next up, I've got Heroes. Heroes is a deck that I've always really kind of loved. I was talking to Great Fails Montana, and he really thinks that Heroes is probably the most diverse deck of the format, and that's probably pretty true. It has a lot of different outs to a lot of different scenarios that you might find yourself in, but it is pretty one-dimensional, and there's really only so much you can do with Heroes. Everybody's going to be expecting Heroes. They're probably going to have sideboards for it, so it's kind of a good obvious choice, but I kind of wanted to do something a little different. From there, we also got, of course, Wind-Ups. Probably the best deck of the format. I have everything that you would need to play the Wind-Up deck. The only reason why I'm not playing Wind-Ups or not immediately picking Wind-Ups is, I don't know, I just kind of want to, sometimes I want to play something that's not the top tier deck. There's going to be a lot of hate everywhere for this deck in people's side and probably in their main, and I just don't know if it's worth it. I mean, I know Wind-Ups are good and they can always get to the top tier spot, but sometimes you want to do something a little different. Sometimes you want to break away from the mold. Sometimes you want to try your own thing. Sometimes you just want to play something a little different. And then finally, I have the Psychic deck. This is similar to the build that Jeff Jones, of course, had made. It was a deck that WK had been working on for quite a while. The Telesoil, if you will. It's a deck that I started playtesting, I don't know, probably about a month ago or so, and I've kind of really fallen in love with the deck. It's pretty cool. It's pretty fun, pretty different. I don't see too many people citing for Psychics because it hasn't really done nothing since the first YCS of the format up in Canada, and I don't know, it's kind of one of the decks I'm leaning more towards. It's just a really fun deck to play, and yeah, that's kind of my thoughts on it. Anyways, what deck do you guys think I should take to regionals? What deck do you think I would do the best with? What deck do you think holds the most advantage for the format? What deck do you think essentially I should take? In the comment section below, let me know what you think of the merits of each deck, where they fall apart, and which one you would take if you were me. And I guess that's it for now. This is GalacticGod, out.